a subcontract or a PO with terms, you're going to go to the home screen in the app, and you are going to go to click on subcontracts and PO with terms. Another word you will hear said for it will be like a hard copy PO. Okay, now what you're going to see on the left, this is the filter. You can either filter by open or close jobs to review prior subcontracts. And you can filter by company, job number, and or status, partially executed, fully executed, sent. Okay. So when you need to make a new subcontract, all you're going to do is you're going to click on this add a new subcontractor PO. You're going to click on either PO with terms or subcontract. A PO with terms is used for packages, so lighting, gear, anything that is of a substantial value that is not going to have personnel on site for the install. So if it's something where you have to have personnel on site for the install, you're going to need to write a subcontract for that. The reason for that is because the legal language in the subcontract, you need to be protecting yourself in case somebody gets hurt on that job site. So there's certain hold harmless agreements and other things that you're going to have included in the subcontract that aren't included with the PO with terms. The subcontract also sets the insurance requirements for the sub working on the job. So for right now, we're just going to do a test job so you can get an understanding of how it works. I'm going to see, pick this CB20. I don't even know who that is. Again, this is just a template site address, just a random one. So right here in the subcontract amount in dollars, leave blank for T&M. So for that, if you have a subcontract where you're just having the person like let's say the sub is just like, hey, you just want to do it on T&M, you're going to leave that value at 0 because the app, when it sees it at 0, will actually write time materials in there. So let's see here, installing sound equipment. Okay. And you're going to attach related. We're just going to attach glossary of electrical terms. And what happens is the file that you attach here ends up getting combined with your subcontract and included in it. Your PO number right here. So the purchase order number actually gets created in the PO book when you generate this with the amount included up here in the subcontract amount. And it will just be 0 if it's a T&M. The retainage percentage withheld for the subcontract. So that's basically from your contract. You're going to want to match that. So let's say this job had retainage at 10%. We would then move retainage over to 10% because you're going to want to withhold the same amount that's being withheld from you. Signatory name, keep these as it is. This is just, it's going to add my signature down to the bottom. You could change it if you're a signatory, but if not, which most people wouldn't be, then leave it as such. I forgot to hit add. Okay. So, and then what you're going to do from here is just hit save. And it's going to take a minute to have the download subcontract portion show up. So we're going to look up, actually, let's bring up that. I believe that was what, CB20. So you can see right here, it's moving, it's going. And what it's going to do is it's going to send it to the user email listed on the app. So if you look right here, I'll have this. Right here, your subcontract for CB20 has been created successfully. Then we're going to go back to the app. I think I've got multiple of these open. That's a separate portion of it. Okay, we'll refresh this again. It still may take a minute. It goes through a whole process. So if you made it to the end of this, it took about 40 seconds, I believe. So that actually uploaded. I thought I had it paused during that interim, but uh, and then eventually you'll be able to just click this and you can actually download the subcontract if you need it again in the future. If you have to make, after reviewing it, if you see you need to make any changes, so you can see right here, there's a little bit of language in here about, again, this is just a template. So these are not real, but it'll be, you can see if you leave it 0, here's what happens. You get a T&M ticket like that, and it kind of has some stipulations in there. So if you need to make an edit, you just go back and you edit it. You don't need to re-upload this file. This file will automatically be re-added when you update it again.